all-electric RV that's able to do 150 miles an hour.
Along these roads we roam, we find adventure through traveling, camping, boondocking, and exploring.
Hello everybody and welcome to Vlogcast episode 99. My name is Russ.
And I'm Kerry.
And we are the roads we roam. We're a couple living full-time in our little guy Max.
We are coming to you today from sunny Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, it's so nice out that we decided to sit outside and try this. So there is a little traffic and some airplanes going by with other people coming to enjoy this wonderful playland here, but I think we can make it work.
This wonderful playland, you know, it's funny, we lived here for years.
Yeah.
I think a total of 9 years.
Yeah.
The two different times that we lived here. So this is a homecoming of sorts for us, and we definitely plan on going through and showing you Vegas through our eyes.
Yeah, which through the eyes of locals. I think we kind of consider Vegas home, even though we started off from El Paso. But, you know, a lot of times locals don't go on the Strip unless they have family or friends that visit, and we were much the same way.
Russ worked at Hoover Dam for a very long time. So in our Saturday recap video, make sure you check that out. He'll give you a special little inside view. Maybe see Hoover Dam a different way than what you've normally heard of it.
Yeah.
On our way to Vegas, we wound up staying at a site that not only bad Wi-Fi, bad data, bad cell phone coverage, nothing. We were truly disconnected pretty much.
Yeah,
from
well,
everything.
the bad thing was we picked this place because it had Wi-Fi. And it did have Wi-Fi, but it was only, again,
Just
these
for
campsites will only give you Wi-Fi to browse the internet and check email and stuff. As soon as you want to start uploading videos or watching videos, you get throttled, and that was the case. So the only reason we stayed there was so we could get the video up. It didn't happen. We were a day late, so now we're kind of a day behind catching up. This is, normally we have this RV news on Wednesday. Today we have it on Thursday, and normally our Q&A is Tuesday. It was actually Wednesday, but not a big deal. We'll roll with the punches and we'll catch up, but that did make us think, wow, we really need to get a
well, that's why I
cell
brought it
booster.
up, because it's not the RV news, but RV news for us. We are finally breaking down. We are going to go shopping today for a booster.
Yeah, we've got to get one.
Need it.
I know we've said it before, but that was kind of the last straw. We definitely need to get one now.
Let's see, what are our plans for this weekend?
Well, you mentioned that we're in Vegas, and this is kind of our old stomping grounds. And if any of you have been watching this for any amount of time, you know that one of my hobbies is metal detecting. So I went out to one of the parks here.
Already? We haven't even been here 24 hours.
I went to two of the parks. One actually has history. It's from the 30s. The other one was just a park that I used to test new machines at. It was close to my home, or our old home. And
what's your nickname for it?
Well, that's what I was getting to. Through testing machines there, I realized that this park is quarter park. I mean, I was out there today and was less than a half an hour just messing around. I wanted to see if it still held a bunch of quarters. Within a half an hour, I dug $4.50 in quarters alone, not counting the dimes and stuff that I dug. But really, I mean, that is what?
Laundry.
Yeah, you figure that's, well, if I was getting paid, that's more than minimum wage in places. That's $9 an hour. Heck. No. I don't have to go back to work. I'll just metal detect quarter park for the rest of my life.
I think eventually you'll get it. It's been a couple years, so they've been able to drop a lot.
That's the good thing about these new parks, is that they don't, they're self-replenishing. There's always depositors walking into the bank and dropping quarters and stuff at these parks.
Kids at soccer games dropping
That's what
money.
makes this park. I know what it is. It's a trifecta of awesomeness is what it is. There's a school on one end of the park. There's baseball diamonds on the other end of the park. And then there's basketball courts on the other end of the park. So there's all kinds of activity there. And they all have to walk through this one section of the park to get to any one of those sections. So that's the area I metal detect. But this is not our metal detecting channel, so maybe I should move on. But that's one of the things we did while we were here. Or I did, anyways.
But I will say, it's a nice RV park. They've got a lot of people kind of parked in, but there's enough space. We've got a nice grass
There's
lawn.
800 spaces here or something like that? 900
spots.
You know what's funny is Kerry and I, back in the day when we used to live here in Vegas, there was some deal like, hey, come sit through this lecture for this timeshare and you get something. I don't remember what it was, but you and I did it. And the timeshares are actually back here, and they're called the Oasis, which is what this area is called. So we have history here from before.
Long time ago. See, if we had invested in I wonder if the timeshare would have transferred.
I think so, because remember that couple we met at Moab? He was saying that they have a timeshare and they're able to camp here.
That would have worked.
So yeah, let's get on to the RV news.
On to the RV news this week. Well, we have some RV news that is related to Little Guy Max.
Yeah.
Liberty Outdoors, who is the manufacturer for Little Guy products, their very own Joe Kicos is now on the RVIA board of directors.
Yeah. Joe Kicos is the owner and co-founder of Liberty Outdoors.
In addition to Joe, there's Jason Falk from Lippert Components and Ryan Elias from Triple E RV Leisure Travel Vans.
I know Lippert and Liberty are, if anybody who owns Little Guy Max will recognize both those names, because Liberty Outdoor makes the Little Guy Max and Lippert is the Smart Jack on the front of them that we replaced.
So speaking of RVIA, they're going to be busy right away because as we talked before about the RVX show that just recently wrapped up, and the RVX show was the trade industry show for years and years. They used to have the big RVIA industry show, then they took a break. RVX was supposed to be this new vision.
Yeah, it was basically the future of RVing. We're moving on to a different story, right?
Yes, we are now rolling into story number 2. And it just related because these gentlemen are on the board that are going to help vote on the future of this. They have decided, based off the feedback from the RVX show that just took place in Salt Lake City last month, that they are putting on hold next year and the year after.
So yeah, I think that was due to feedback as well as low numbers. They had low numbers. But you know, the thing here, I think it might be a little bit of a knee-jerk situation, because correct me if I'm mistaken, but wasn't RVX going on at the same time that super cyclone bomb winter storm hit the area?
Yeah.
And I know that probably canceled our plans. We were looking at heading there. As soon as we saw that, we said nope, not going to happen. I'm sure a lot of other people did as well.
I think so, but this way they're going to take into account, the original plan was to rotate it between 3 cities, Indianapolis, San Antonio, and Salt Lake City, and then rotate it. So now they put Indianapolis and San Antonio on hold. They're going to check the timing, so maybe they'll look at a different time of year to have those. Are those locations really the best locations for them? So we'll be looking forward. They're supposed to start talks on that at the board meeting in June. So I'm really excited to find out what they have in store.
Yeah, my suggestion would be, if you're going to have it in the same time frame, put it a little bit more south than Salt Lake.
Yes.
I think that had a lot to do with it. I think weather had a lot to do with it.
Weather is so weird. I mean, just this week alone, look at all the states that just hit blizzard conditions from the second bomb cycle.
Yeah, I would do something like Tucson, something like Phoenix, maybe something like Tampa.
Is it just me? Are they creating a whole bunch of new meteorological names for things? I don't remember growing up hearing things like bomb cyclones.
Yeah, me either.
Plus all the different moons.
Yeah, blood moons. Yeah, I don't ever remember seeing blood moons until about like maybe 5 years ago.
Super something moon. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard to
but then again, we were younger. We may not have been as much engaged in news as we are now.
This is true.
So what's our next story then?
Our next article is about Cummins. Now, we do not have a Cummins generator, obviously, but a lot, I mean, I'm just looking around us right now, and I know that they do. Well, you'll be glad to hear that they've just opened up a new state-of-the-art branch just outside of Atlanta. Now, this one I had to throw in. It's just a little something, but maybe you're traveling with your grandchildren here soon and they might want to partake of this. There is a Quidditch tournament going on. And the reason...
Isn't that on the brooms that they flew in Harry Potter?
Yes, I don't know if they'll be able to fly, but I don't even know how they do it. I do remember one time we were driving by the University of Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, they were out there. They had brooms between their legs and they were running around playing the game. It looked pretty cool.
Well, this is taking place this weekend at the Indiana Dunes National Park's Chelberg Farm.
There you go.
So if you're in the area, you can either go check it out, get the scoop, let us know how they actually play it, take some pictures of it, or if you have young ones, go ahead and take them there, and I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun.
Very cool.
Now, I just need to bear with me for 1 second here because this last news is really exciting to me because it has to do with Tesla, which I bring up Tesla a lot.
Is this their all-electric RV that's able to do 150 miles an hour?
Yes.
Yes.
See,
150 mile an hour RV. You can take that on the Autobahn and keep up with traffic with that bad boy.
Now, this is not just a far-off dream that may come or not come.
Yeah, there's a prototype already.
A prototype that's going to be revealed next week. So they have some initial drawings. We're going to put the link to this article as well as all the other items that we talked about before. We're going to put that below. Check it out.
Yeah.
Look at some of these pictures. The Model S, that's what it is.
Model S,
The Model S P90D. And it'll have enough room. It's got the water, it's got the bed, it's a motorhome, 150 miles an hour. It'll be the fastest one. I don't suggest.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of pop-up with it is what it is. The amount of solar power that this thing can generate is pretty crazy.
1,000 watts.
Yeah.
1,000 watts. The name of it is the Tesla Roamer.
Tesla Roamer, that's right.
So I'm really excited about it. If anybody else hears anything about it, please send it our way. I'm wanting to read everything I can about it.
Yep, and as Kerry said, we'll put links below. I think that's all we have right now.
Yes.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, any comments, any tips, any concerns, get a hold of us.
You can get a hold of us at theroadsweroam.com. Click on that contact page and you can send us a message directly or click on the little orange tab that says leave voicemail and you can record an audio message for us. You can also get a hold of us at Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. That's all we have for today. We are going to go buy a booster.
Yeah, it's about time. All right, guys, take care.
Bye.
Bye.